Good evening, and welcome to the Shadows of New Orleans. Tonight we are joining the werewolf Bone Gnawer Big Mac as she's ventured into some back alleys attempting to make amends to the homeless population who she offended when she was panhandling on their turf. There's a code of conduct for panhandling in the lake, and she knowingly or otherwise violated it and has been trying to address that and clean up her name, as it were. That being said, she's found herself in a fairly large alleyway, and it's one that's populated by an abnormal number of dumpsters and shipping crates and that sort of thing. The the homeless population itself has been fairly quiet as you entered the area, almost respectful, but they kind of position themselves to keep guiding you, so that you're headed kind of deeper into this little mess of containers and stuff until you come to a old fire exit door that's been propped open.
Well, curiosity says that I have to check out this open door. But just to be on the safe side, to pound on said open door like a knock.
Okay.
In.
And you hear a voice from inside saying, "Come in."
She just kind of steps inside and looks around.
And inside there's a fair amount of stuff, but it's pretty well organized. Most of it looks not like junk necessarily, but it's been stuff put together by like a handyman type.
Okay.
So and on what appears to be intended to look like a probably intended to look like a throne, but it's really like an old lazy boy that's been built up. And there's a man sitting on it. The man pictured here, and he says, "So you're the one who decided you could come onto our territory?"
Yeah, I know it was wrong. And that's kind of why I'm here. I'm here to apologize for what I did.
Well, there's a code of honor to what we do. We might not live a glamorous life, but we live it the same way, and we respect the others who live it. And you didn't do that. That's
I won't argue with you.
we have a gentleman who typically has that territory on Tuesdays. Didn't get to eat that day. Didn't have money to get his usual coffee and Happy Meal chicken nuggets from the McDonald's because someone else came into his territory.
I can make it up to this guy.
I would believe you. I would believe you could make an effort, yes. But that doesn't negate the key of the point in the matter, which is that
No, it doesn't.
but whether you intended to or not, you were in his territory. You had interfered in his business he had a right to.
Only fair for me to ask him. Can do.
Well, see, the situation is we have a system, as I mentioned.
All right.
In order to maintain a system like that, someone must be in charge, as it were, holding everything accountable. That would be me. I'm the one known as the Gutter King.
She bows. Smart ass or anything.
This could have been a lot easier if you would have sought me out to begin with. As it is,
You're right.
We find ourselves in a conundrum. Because you see, now, if I'm going to let you in, I have to know that you've got everyone's best interests at heart. Otherwise, I'm not doing my job.
It's fair.
The fact of the matter is, the conversation then becomes, what is in the best interest of my people? Do I have you volunteer at the shelter? Provide food? It's not an easy thing to have to think about. There is no right answer.
All right, dog is messing with the tree. But I'm back.
Okay. Welcome back.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good at coming up with food. Can I guarantee it'll be anything special? It'll fill the gut. It'll do what it needs to do.
I see. Well, I suppose that would be a start, but any of us here can come up with food. We wouldn't survive here very long if we couldn't. No, well,
Touche.
I respect your offer. I think we must start somewhere else.
What are you thinking?
Well, there's a tree here in the city. And they call it the singing tree. Of course,
Is that the one with the wind chimes made of all the stuff?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
All right, what about it?
Well, I have some property of my own on it.
All right.
Something that I hung there when it was not at risk of being cut down.
What is it?
He looks at you and he says, a set of silverware. But the silverware is not terribly important. But the thread it's hung from, that has significant meaning to me.
Okay.
I'd like my
You want me to get
silverware
that from
back
you?
with the thread intact.
All right.
If you can do that within 1 week, we'll wipe out your debt. And then we will discuss whether this is a appropriate place for you to join us.
All right. Anything else?
No, just be prudent. Don't get yourself arrested. It is, after
I'll,
all, a closed area right now.
do that. Just be real careful.
Generally a good start.
Mm-hmm. What's the deal with this tree anyway? I mean, I heard they want to tear it down. Is it just because of all the stuff? Like, is
Well, they
anything wrong
claim
with
that
it?
the various charms and tokens hung in it constitute litter and are a hazard and public nuisance. They also claim the tree is dying.
Is it?
If I were a herbologist, do you think I'd be living here?
Well, no. But I mean, if the tree were dying, obvious anything else does when it's dying.
One would think.
With all the stuff in it, you'd think it would make a pretty nice collection for somebody. Somebody's got to be able to do something with all that stuff.
Well, as I said, the city has currently deemed it to be trash. So there it sits.
Well, you know what they say about trash, right?
I've heard many things said about trash.
One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Indeed.
Come hell or high water, I will get your silverware and the string.
I look forward to it.
And if you find whoever I screwed out of a meal, I'd be more than happy to make that up to him too. But
Oh, I'm sure he's around somewhere. I will pass the word, as it were.
awesome. I'm Rayanne, by the way, and she extends her hand.
He says, "It's a pleasure to meet you." And he pulls out a bag with a sandwich in it and puts it in your hand.
Thanks. She checks out the sandwich.
It's in fairly good condition for being a sandwich given to you by a homeless man.
Is it
It's just a peanut butter sandwich.
peanut butter? Nice.
Holds well, doesn't need to be refrigerated. Whole wheat bread. It's already a little dry, but good fiber. Luckily, we don't get too cold here in New Orleans, but the damp can get to you.
Yeah. I can imagine. I haven't been here that long. Came from out in California.
Well,
Chicago from there.
I understand that California can be a bit damp as well.
Damp I can deal with. Chicago is cold as hell. And that's where I was at before I went to California.
He shakes his head and he says, "And no respect there for those on the street. Not even for each other."
Unfortunately, you're right. Oh. Well, thanks for the sandwich. I'm gonna get right. I'll get right on that silverware here for you.
He just kind of nods his head and says, "Well, I look forward to seeing what you come up with."
All right. I'll be back.
He kind of nods his head in farewell, and they a couple of the other homeless kind of move out of the doorway, let you through.
All right. To leave. And once she is out of there, she is going to look for a secluded area.
Okay.
Secluded of an area she can find anyway. Somewhere where she can step sideways.
All right.
Safely.
Yeah. It's not hard to find.
And she will drop a gnosis and go into the Umbra.
All right.
And from there, she is going to look for this tree.
It's in the city park. It's fairly easy to locate.
Okay. Like in this city park around this tree.
And if you approach in the Umbra, the key you will notice is that the barricades seem to exist on this side as well.
Like they're just standard barricades. Like
Well, they appear to be a little more than standard.
how so?
Well, for one thing, they're on this side. You can tell they hum with energy, and it's not a simple reflection type deal. It is that there's actually barricades that extend into the Umbra.
This is some kind of fucked up shit she says out loud. Are there any spirits on the other side of the barricade?
No, there's nothing on the other side of the barricade.
Uh,
Just the tree itself, pretty well isolated.
She is going to hand. Is my danger sense going off?
Not right now.
Okay. I am going to take one of my Sharpies. We'll say the blue one.
Okay.
And I am going to throw my Sharpie at the barricade and see what happens.
All right. Well, because you carried it over to this side and it is with you as a physical object, it will buzz and zap and explode.
You gotta be fucking shitting me, man. And she's looking around for spirits outside of the barricade.
There's some lesser animal spirits and stuff. Not many.
What kind of animal spirits?
It's a park, so it's squirrels, rabbits. There's that sort of.
It's squirrels, rabbits. I am going to approach a rabbit spirit.
Okay.
Slowly.
All right.
After it. Hey.
It looks at you slightly startled, but
Don't be scared, man. Don't be scared. So what's up with this? She points at this barricade. Who put that there?
and the rabbit spirit says, "Strange, strange men."
Like, what kind of strange men? Don't you find it funny that this barricade extends all the way over here? Too?
Well, that seems to be what they do.
Get out of the tree, now. No, most barricades don't go from the other side to this one.
No, these men that do this, they seem to be able to reach the other side.
Wait, are they like me?
No.
So they're not Guru.
No, strange machine men.
Machine men. You talking like Weaver stuff?
Something I don't rightly understand. They were different.
I'm gonna look over at the barrier. How high does it extend?
It's pretty. I don't want to say tall, but it's goes up a good 10, 12 feet.
Is there anything else around it? Like on the outside of this barrier?
No, nothing really. There's a park bench type.
How far from the barrier is the park bench?
Probably 10 feet.
Oh, shit. Does there appear to be a lock of any sort around it anywhere?
That would be a negative.
How the hell do people get in there?
You can see like a metal frame in the barricade,
Okay.
like a metal detector type frame.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be it.
All right. Hmm. Anybody ever try to get in there?
The rabbit spirit says, well, there was a brave squirrel.
What happened to the squirrel?
Then there was a fried squirrel.
Lovely.
Some sort of latch thing on it, but it has an alarm without a key code. The rabbit starts kind of like laughing and stomping its foot. One guy, he didn't put the right code in and grabbed the handle.
What happened to that guy?
The rabbit just keeps laughing and goes, he was chattering more than the squirrel.
But where's the latch?
It's by the edge of the frame thing.
So it's technically the lock, right?
Turner stops and looks. I suppose that would count as a lock. I don't know. I don't know how Weaver devices work.
Well, I'm gonna try something here. Could you do me a favor if things go south?
Do you want me to laugh at you when you fry?
No. I mean, I'd prefer you not to, but if you're gonna laugh, then can you do me a favor? I'll uh I'll bring you some carrots or greens or something.
And what is this favor you want?
If something happens to me, I need you to go find one like me. He's born under a crescent moon. They call him, good God, what's Unchained's full guru name?
What's that?
I'm thinking out loud. Holly is thinking. Chained's full guru name is.
Oh, Unchained Impulse?
I need you to find Unchained Impulse for me.
And the rabbit looks at you. This doesn't sound like the name of someone who would like rabbits.
He is a crescent moon. He deals with spirits. You will be fine.
Okay, if you say so.
All right. She is going to approach it. And I am going to use Open Seal. I have to roll my Gnosis at the difficulty of the gauntlet. If it's sealed with magic, I have to spend a Gnosis point before making the attempt.
Alright, well, you'll have to spend the Gnosis.
Okay. So I'm going to have to edit that for the Gnosis expenditure again. And what's the gauntlet rating?
Here it would be 5.
Okay. 5. That's a little boy. Okay, I have 2 successes. And open nearly any sort of closed or locked physical device.
Alright, well, it does come open with a sizzle, and it smokes a little bit.
It smokes a little bit.
Yep.
But it's open.
Yes.
And she kind of looks at the rabbit. Well, here goes nothing, and she's going to walk in there.
Well, nothing happens.
All right. You start looking for this silverware set.
Yeah, it's hanging near the top of the tree.
Oh, for the love of all things holy. All right. She's going to, what else is hanging in this tree?
All kinds of miscellaneous things. Shoes. There's empty bottles. There's pieces of pipe. Basically, anything that would make any kind of noise.
Okay. So she's going to attempt to climb the tree to get this.
Okay.
Dex athletics.
Yeah, and that would be a difficulty of 7.
Okay. Two successes.
It's relatively slow going, and you do knock some stuff down, but you do get up to the objects in question.
Okay, now I have to very carefully get the string off intact and the silverware. So she's going to take her time.
All right.
And once it's everything is untied, whatever it needs to be to make it carefully done.
Give me a dexterity manipulation.
Okay. Oh, come on, computer. I like weird rolls like this. Oh, come on, my computer did its thing where it's going to be stuck on the screen again.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it. Come on. All right. Dex manipulation.
Yes, please.
Okay. Standard.
Yes.
One. Epic one success.
Gotcha. Well, there's still some twigs and stuff caught in it, but yeah, at least get it down. Roll me a perception alertness.
Okay. Let's see. My uncanny instincts count?
Yes.
Standard?
Yes.
Four successes. 10s.
You hear a voice, or a couple of voices. They talk about the gate being damaged.
Oh, fuck. It's looking around.
Down below, some distance away yet, but approaching the tree, are two individuals in some sort of suit that you're not familiar with, like like an armored suit.
All right. I'm getting out of here as quickly as I can, and I'm going to put this and the string in my bra because it's the closest space I can. Both hands.
Okay.
And I'm going to climb down. While I'm climbing down, can I tell if the tree is alive or dead, or like
It seems
what's
fine.
Okay. I suppose I need another Dex Athletics to get it down.
Yep.
What's the diff?
Going down, we're gonna go with difficulty of 7.
I'm spending willpower on this.
Okay.
I want to get down. So with my willpower 2.
All right. Well, you get to the bottom quickly, but not real discreetly.
Okay. I'm going to make a bolt for the gate exit.
Okay.
To get out of the gate, and we're gonna call this the runs like hell moment away from these people. But I will take a moment. Do they see me? Do I hear them saying anything about look over there or something?
You do not.
I am going to roll my stamina primal urge to shift to lupus so I can run.
Okay.
Then, let's see. 2, so I have 4, diff 6. Two successes.
Okay.
So I think. So I'm already in Hamid, so if it's a diff 6, I think that technically would put me at Lupus, because I'm not trying to shift to.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
And
Time to GTFO.
Yes.
All right. So you're able to take off, and City Park is actually 1,300 acres, so it's
Well,
easy
I'm taking off at it
disappear.
so I can get a point where I can at least hide. But I want to be able to see if I can see these people.
They, yeah, you'd be able to get to a point to see them.
Like watching them, trying to recognize faces. I have eidetic memory, I believe. I kind of want to memorize their faces and whatnot.
The uniform has kind of like a helmet, so you're able to make out some of their face, but it's not perfect.
Okay.
But you are able to kind of catch a glimpse of them.
Is there anything special about the uniform?
Nope. It's like a black composite.
Okay. I'm gonna stay put for now. Clearly found myself a good hiding spot. Watch and listen.
They just kind of look over the gate, and you hear one of them say to the other, he says, "You know what? I hate these damn things. We engineer them as best we can, but we don't know what kind of climate we're dealing with out here, what kind of stray currents. This whole damn place is a wild card." So they look at it, they close it, get it reset. Then the other one says, "Whatever, it's dealt with. We'll file a red ticket when we get back."
All right. Well, I'm gonna get myself turned back around and out of the park so I can start heading back. But I am, while I'm in the park, I am going, before I step out of the Umbra, I'm going to shift back to Hamid. Um, and I'm going to peek into the physical.
Okay.
Is there anyone or anything around?
There's not.
I'm going to pop back over into the physical
Okay.
and walk through the park.
All right.
Physical and everything.
Yep. There's not really a whole lot going on this side.
There's just the tree with a bunch of objects in it.
Correct. And like your basic like construction barricade set up around it.
Basic ones, so it's only
Yeah, like your orange and white wooden.
in the middle of a park.
What's that?
In the middle of a park. And they just want to destroy the tree. This is how she's seeing it, to destroy it in the middle of a park.
Correct.
No, this shit ain't right. Well, she's going to walk back into the city. With her fork and her strings.
Okay.
And return these objects.
All right. Well, when you get back to the alley, it's quite a bit less populated, being later at night. But other than that, it's pretty well the same situation.
Knock on that door.
And it opens.
She'll poke her head in.
The Gutter King is sitting there with a. He's actually, this time you notice, a white weasel sitting next to him.
She cocks her head at the weasel. And then looks at him. And and pulls it out. Pulls the stuff out.
Okay.
Extend her hand with them in it.
And he just takes them and he says, "Well, I'm fairly impressed. I didn't think it would be that quick. Typically, you give someone a week to do something, they will take exactly a week to do it."
I don't mess around.
I see that. Very well, there's a place in the back you can sleep tonight. Tomorrow we will do a communal breakfast and we will figure out where in the rotations we can fit you.
Fantastic. I appreciate that. Who's your friend? She motions at the weasel.
He says, "Oh, just a small companion. One must have a companion when you're alone frequently."
Shit. She actually
And
says that out loud.
many of the dogs are great pets, but they are expensive to feed, in my experience.
They can be. They can be. I totally appreciate your offer and giving me a place to sleep. But I got a box to go home to, and I watch over somebody.
I understand.
Can't leave them alone all night.
No, we wouldn't want that.
No. But maybe I'll bring him by with me. Might be good for him.
Well, I will look forward to it.
All right. Well, you have a good rest of your night. And I'll be back in the morning.
He nods his head and he says, "You as well."
Thank you.
And then he kind of waves as you leave and gathers up his silverware.
Yep. Big Mac is going to leave. And she's going to, before she goes back to fries and her cardboard box, she's going to hit up a McDonald's dumpster.
Okay.
If she has cash left, she can just go to McDonald's.
All right.
She's going to get some Big Macs and some fries.
Sure.
And go back to her box.
Okay.
She'll give fries, some fries, and a Big Mac, and she'll have some fries and a Big Mac. She'll share the Coke.
All righty. And anything else you can think of? that you want to take care of?
Um, off of the top of my head. That's good.
Okay. Well, then I think we will leave it there. And this has been another Shadows of New Orleans, a werewolf scene. Thank you, players, for playing, watchers for watching, and we look forward to having you join us again.